My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Elden Ring. We are here in the Nameless Eternal City, beside the Deep-Root Depths. Feel's deathbed companion, up in the Prince of Death's throne, recently completed. Rather than sticking around this area and just trying to finish out a couple of the final things here, we've got some of them marked off. Minor Ed Tree has the giant golem that I don't know if it drops anything unique, but it's a very difficult golem, so I do want to kill it. The Dragon Barrow Cave here, I think, has the Erd Tree avatar out the side of that Minor Ed Tree. There's also the Knights of the Great Jar still, all the way up there in Caelid. I think there's one or two other things that I still had in mind. Oh, damn it. I made sure to go through the map just before the start of the episode to make sure that I knew what I was looking for. It's... Yeah. This area. That looks like a church. That looks like something as well. But it's been too long. I haven't gone up the altus plateau. I haven't gone to the capital city. Let's make that a walking area. I guess make this a walking area as well. I'm just going to mark these, and as far as I'm concerned, marking them is as good as completing them for the moment, because I'm going to come back, let's be real. Let's go up to the altus plateau. Also, I mean, this is a whole new area. Seems like it might give me the opportunity to find more Deathroot, which then gives me the opportunity to go to Garank, which then gives me the opportunity to get Vesely incantations, which then gives me the opportunity to actually become the character I've been attempting to do for the last 60-something episodes. So, you know, it's a long way around, but it gets there in the end. Alright. Let's have a look at this environment. So we see kind of like ethereal banners. Flags and tapestry. There's our Erd Tree. Is that within the perimeters of the city? I assumed it was. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. We can also see some dust flying up and away at all points here. I wonder if that's at all related to anti-gravitational magic below the earth. So I've gone through and killed those giants a couple of times. Honestly, I really just need to go and get these steels first. I won't really be able to interpret the map and where I should go and what I should consider a primary objective until I do so. That said, I'm pretty sure the giant golem behind us is not going to pick us up. But it'd be nice to be certain. Okay, so that looks like that'll be the entrance to Lanedale over there. I can't even check my map. I think according to the context I have in my map as well, that's going to be over Lanedale. Side of Grace might give us a little bit more information. Otherwise, it'll just de-aggro the enemies, and then I'll be able to figure it out from there. Altus Highway Junction. And we know Divine Bridge and Capital Rampart are both part of Lanedale. So yeah, that's definitely over there. Actually, we can even see two more steels on the map already. One of them... this here, clearly, is going to be the grand lift of Rold up to the land of the Halig Tree. Because this has the same kind of formation as the grand lift of Dectus did, of just, you know, an entrance on the underside and then some sort of a sphere going out into a general layout. Okay, cool. Oh, fuck! What's up, bud?
Good to see you.
I haven't seen you in ages.
Do you remember me?
Yes.
Bok, the demi-human. You helped me before and retrieved my sewing needle.
Don't I know it well?
Please, Master, allow me to serve you as your seamster. I can't make nothing from scratch, but I'm happy to make adjustments to your garments.
You're more than welcome to. Oh, so don't tell me? Don't tell me.
Master, I was wondering, do you ever make adjustments to your garb yourself? I would, well, rather you let me do the job when possible, please. I don't ask anything in return, you know, and, well, I am your personal seamster after all.
All right. You're more than welcome to. We could alter a fair deal of the equipment that we have here. Blythe's armor we could alter in order to remove the cape. I wonder if that will change the... Yeah, it changes the description of it. It removes the line about the cape keeping him cold. Or keeping him warm. Crucible tree armor. So for all of these, it looks like I'm largely just removing the cape, which lowers the defense quite considerably, surprisingly. But also lowers the weight, which is pretty impactful. I kind of want to alter Blythe's and the Carian Knight armor. Great, and I can alter them back if I want to as well. In fact, I'm going to alter the rest of these twice, just in case what Bok really wants here is multiple uses of his seamster abilities
Please do be safe on your journeys.
to advance his plotline. Should I... I'm going to reload this junction, see if Bok is still here, or see if having used Bok's services that many times has changed anything.
Bok, the seat ready to make a jump.
Looks like a no. Yeah, buddy. I mean, look, there's a lot to see up here. I'm very glad to see you, but you have 2 options in your contextual menu, and I would like a couple more than that. Get a golden seed from here. Actually, I should probably check. How am I doing on those? Okay, yeah, we definitely have enough golden seeds for another flask. I think it's only asking for 3 at the moment, but it is scaling up. Altus Bloom, so this is a kind of craftable that will only exist in the Altus Plateau, I imagine. Call it suspicion, but... Okay, well, there was a fair reason to call it suspicion. Hey, what are you doing here? How are you not staggered? They're 2 great axes. They're not even axes. They're the axes great, like in the same way that like a great-grandfather is like 1 tier above grandfather. What I'm saying is these are some old axes. You need to die to them, please. Before they shatter. Whoa. Hey, buddy. Absolute mess of NPCs up here. I think your name might have been Corwin.
Ah, look who we have here. How delightful to meet a familiar face. Even after departing the Round Table Hold, I've been doing some learning of my own since then, actually, and will happily pass it along to you.
Hey, Corin. Okay, look, I was kind of close. Let's have a look at the incantations that you've learned. So, I think you've since gotten for yourself, yeah, Superior Incantation of the 2 Fingers Faithful for healing the caster and nearby allies. Magic Fortification, Flame Fortification. I think you had all of those. I don't think you had Rejection. Hark, tarnished. If you truly walk in faith, you must be prepared to reject all else. Darkness Assassin's Approach, we gave you both of those. Lightning Spear, you definitely got on your own. One of the incantations of the capital's ancient dragon cult. Summons a lightning spear and hurls it before the caster. Charging causes the lightning bolt to strike the point of impact. Long ago, Godwyn the Golden defeated the ancient dragon Fortisax and befriended his fallen foe, an event that gave rise to the ancient dragon cult in the capital. Interesting. We also see Honed Bolt here. Same information, just a different spell. And same information, just a different spell again for Electrify Armament. I do often feel like I should buy all of these, just in case it advances the quest of the character. But, like, Man, that's 1.5s, 1.3s. Like, I'm gonna spend all of my runes doing this right now. You know what? Yeah. Just yes. All right, so I need 11,000 more.
Shine through you.
I might have 11,000 more in between these. Oh, never mind.
Happily.
Already got them. I'm gonna take that and that. There we go. Now about that noble gold mask.
I'm yet to find the noble gold mask. I suppose he'll be closer to the Erd tree. The path ahead might be perilous, but tread it I shall. Since departing the Round Table Hold, I've come to understand in my solitude how little it is I truly know.
I wonder if the wool is falling from your eyes about the nature of the two fingers.
I'm yet to find, I suppose,
Same.
the path ahead.
All right, cool. So we can continue again, just along basically the same path, or we could split off in order to get the second section of this map for the area. Fingerita crone up on that area. Ooh! I'm seeing a bunch of runes. I'm seeing a minor Erd tree. I'm seeing like very clear objectives I could mark down and start making my way towards. Yeah. Okay, let's stay outside of the city for the moment. If there's any other steel I want, it's probably along this line, because I'd love to cut out to the left in a bit. But let's continue forward until we get to the finger cone, and then we can either try and make our way down or across, or if that's our dead end, then that's actually even better. I would strongly prefer a dead end. Not in any sort of a negative way, it just means I know that I'm done with that area. Mark it up, move on. Just gonna walk by and make sure that I can target both of you so I know neither of you is an NPC and then leave on. It's a little bit of an intimidation play, I guess. You're still there by the time I come back. Can't promise I'll move on.
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please.
Alright, sorry, I'm gonna have to come back in a second. Some other people need to catch these hands first. And look, I wouldn't want you to feel lonely. So feel dead instead. Ooh, that also looks like a traveling merchant over there that I might want to peruse the stock of.
Your
fingers.
To the east, ruins of gold. To the west, the serpent's sacrilege. Wherever the path leads, so shall you follow. Wherever the path leads, only more sorrow. 'Tis a curse. A curse. The curse of Queen Marika.
Unless you're extremely jazzed about that curse, then the Finger Maidens are less unified in their take and goal than I had previously assumed.
Oh dear. Yeah, I'm terribly sorry. Are you here as a customer?
I could be. I very well could be. There's some gravel stone there. Ancient Dragon's Apostle Cookbook. Definitely gonna have to take that. Unseen Assassins and Imp Shades. I would love to get both of those as well. Cross Tree, Tower Short. Actually, these will start having some interesting text to read out. Bolts it with a shard of Gravelstone. Does powerful lightning damage used by worshippers of the Ancient Dragons. Not used to defeat the Ancient Dragons, used by worshippers of the Ancient Dragons. The crest symbolizes red wings for the kite shield here. Emblazoned with the yellow scorpion, a warning of surprise attacks and sudden strikes. Great shields boasts... No, that's not super relevant to us. Emblazoned with an old interleaving tree. A crossed tree. Tower shield. and a tree surcoat here. The tree insignia blazed on the front depicts the Erd tree and is a design beloved throughout the lands between. All right. We can definitely buy what we need from here. The Ancient Assassin's Note, and then I only need to sell, I think, just one of these will get me over the limit. And I'm picking up the Ancient Dragon Apostles Cookbook. Have a look at the cookbook first. I mean, like, I will always get the cookbook, so it doesn't matter what it had, but... Right, lightning pot and roped lightning pot. Thank you. I've been waiting for the opportunity to get that for a while, so I couldn't be more thrilled. In fact, Fulgur Bloom is what's used to cast it. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm a decent amount of that. I could also, like, easily get more. Easily be convinced to do so. Unseen assassins. Some assassins cannot be seen with the naked eye. Seems the Erd Tree sentries once carried torches that could cast light on these prowlers. And then nothing can touch the shades of imps in the hero's graveyard. Only Rosus's light can give them form. Nothing can touch the shades of imps in the hero's graveyard. Only Rosus's light can give them form. So I know of Rosus from a weapon we picked up, which happened to be an Int Great Hammer? Int Axe, sorry. Unique skill has Rosus's summon. Raise the axe aloft to summon those lost in death. 3 skeletons will appear at a distance and attack in tandem before vanishing. The dead easily lose their way and have always been in sore need of a guiding hand. It's possible that we might need to find other remnants of Rosus, or even Rosus themselves, in the environment. But failing that, I mean, I guess I could use a level tier, so I could wield this weapon and then use its ability and then use another level tier to duck back out, but I'd like to avoid that if possible, to be honest. I mean, look, we'll take the side of grace. Let's make absolutely certain we are complete up here, because I thought there was another fire over here. Ah, possibly just the camp. Lump of flesh. I mean, look, there was a nomadic merchant extremely nearby. It simply would not have made sense. What are those down there? Like leeches with feet. And legs. Alright, fine. We'll head down the main broken bridge. Try to make sure we pick up anything along the way. And then I'm gonna hug the right side of this under area, which will give me the ability to go past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure there's nothing behind as well. I am gonna run past a lot of the enemies in this area unless they look in some very specific way unique. I'm hearing, like, slashes? Are we already in the area of the unseen assassins? Because I'm hearing random environmental slashes that cannot be explained by anything happening near me. Ooh. Do seem to be happening over the side. There's a target standing here behind this, shrouded in a cloak. Looking kind of similar to the ones that we saw in the distance in the ruins. Yeah, you got a lot of tendrils on your face. I don't like that. Whoa. Whoa. I'll tell you what I was not expecting was a giant area bloom of the death condition. I was expecting the tendrils to reach out and grab me and chomp, chomp, chomp. What's happening over there? Oh, just a similar creature? Yes, we also see small defenders of the air tree over there. Obviously making sense, this whole area having a minor air tree in it. Sky slugs, I see. I'll tell you, one of my biggest concerns is that while I have constantly made proclamations that I'm looking for a ranged weapon, I clearly mustn't have, because I don't have a ranged weapon. I'm very much in the crafting discipline for that. Yeah, I don't want to see what the slugs can do. From allow me to take that healthy beast bone without a problem. Ah, now I see where we are. I'm gonna run around this side because they wouldn't put it here if I couldn't do anything. But never mind, they would. They totally would. Bold. Can I just lightning pot you from here enough times? Like, that's a good death condition you've got, but I don't think it's rising up to this high. And that's the end. Sure, it didn't happen with the plunging attack, but it did in the end, didn't it? I saw the self-buff on the sword in the distance there, so wanted to make sure that I staggered as quickly as I possibly could. Familiar with this enemy and armor type, so figured that was going to go through anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't have been surprised if there were more slugs to drop down there, but they don't really need to be if they're not going to bait me into it. I love when I get a good stretch of border like this. Absolutely nothing going on. Of course, it only occurs right before a dungeon and a ruin. At least those are obvious marked. Alright, time for more smithing stones. Never take the standard entrance. There's always a lie, constructed exclusively out of no item. Never mind. Sometimes the other one is also constructed exclusively out of no items, but it is truthful in that instance at least. Altus Tunnel. Ooh, Altus Tunnel. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if this popped out on one of the other sides. They usually... There we go, actually. I think it's even showing with the striped line there, the ability to do so. Not sure what utility this will really add to us, though. So there's an Arvian net there, as well as a crouching glintstone, farmer, miner. Anyone else? Yeah, exactly. Just using that room to introduce the enemies we're going to be fighting, I guess. Rune arc for me. I mean... Hey, there was a smithing stone at the end of it. I was expecting that we were going to be going to a whole new area behind that. What with illusory wall. We're actually seeing a lot more of the roots intruding into these catacombs as well, as we get closer to the altus plateau. Makes a huge amount of sense for that to happen as well, but it's nice to see it specifically, especially in this context where it's like all of these are clearly generated from a tile and tool set. So it just makes those small variations to tell some story about the area all the more impressive to me. I am also impressed by relatively small things. This isn't going to be another Kindred of Rot looking over the entire area, is it? No, it's just Arvionets. You can see ones over on the left. I guess I can take, like, this underpath. Because the miners will not pay attention to us at all for a long time. So I can kind of just walk past them and go for the targets that otherwise would. Sorry about your poise, bud. Two arterial leaf there. Ooh. Wait. Ah! I don't know how I keep randomly two-handing my weapon when I'm not intending to. Just toggles constantly. Okay. Again, surprised by that one, but it's fine. Take a somber smithing stone 5 with me. Okay, it seems like we're probably not going to get any smithing stones really similar to what we need right now. Because the 5s are... What? The 5s are up until plus 15, and I believe we are already out of that, so yeah. This would be good, I guess, for leveling a second weapon? Still in with a distinct possibility. Although I think the weapons that are going to be interesting enough to really demand that I swap to them at this point are probably largely going to be somber smithing stone weapons. No huge reason to claim that outright, but it does feel likely. Just because those unique Ashes of War are pretty intriguing. Although, that said, it's also pretty intriguing to be able to add a Ash of War, any Ash of War that you've already collected to any weapon that doesn't upgrade with somber smithing stones. Well, I'll give you one guess what's probably behind that. I was about to say a snail, but as soon as I said that one guess thing, I figured out it's probably a crystallarian because I could see the blue. Yeah, there we are. Am I prepared? Yeah, I totally think I am. I'll see if I can get a summon, and I can. Come out jar right. I choose you! Crystallion of Spear and of Ring Blade. So honestly, I just need to split them up a little bit. I need to not have both of them trying to damage me the entire time by themselves. You dare interrupt? You don't understand what you just did to yourself. A quick blast there. Those pots are really doing absolutely nothing here. That said, he is very handily distracting the spear. Okay, hang on. Give me a sec. I need the endurance so I can jump. That perfumist pot, which I think was the final one we saw there, extremely valuable. You want to keep those up? Next time I summon you, I guess, because this one's done. Somberstone Miner... Wait, Somberstone Miner's Bellbearing 2. Hang on. Have I missed the first Somberstone Miner's Bellbearing? Yeah, so this gives us the ability to buy the Somberstone 3 and 4 and Crack Crystal. I will say EG already sells the 3 and 4, so... Like, who's getting up to the altus plateau? This is a thing that I've been thinking consistently with... I've mentioned it consistently as well in terms of the... interesting. In terms of the ways the upgrade materials are spread out and utilized. Because who's upgrading more than like 5 or 6 somber smithing stone weapons over the course of the entire game? Because there's a pretty insane limitation on getting the top level ones, but I have, you know, for instance, 36 twos. I would have to upgrade 36 somber smithing stone weapons past level 2 for me to ever expend this. It's a very renewable resource that only requires one of them per upgrade. It confuses. It confuses and boggles my mind. A little bit of value out of the Flask of Cerulean Tears then. Oh. Oh. Hello. Well, I'll be. Getting there is gonna be a toughie. As soon as I try and ascend any terrain, I feel like I am going to be pelted to death. Oh. The game is not to ascend, the game is to descend. No! I was finding my way. Ish. As long as we consider I was finding my way to Hades. I'm an orienteer from way back when. Don't need to provoke anyone in any fashion at all, ever. Let's finish you off with just that. Rearm ourselves. Absolutely certain I hadn't left any stone there, unturned or untaken. Ease. I don't think anything will continue trying to descend to us right now. Using that branch above us to block the incoming. I'm admittedly a bit surprised by how little is down here. Where is the value to having descended to this point? Is it possibly just a better area to be taking potshots from? If I want to use a bow? Let's have a look at which we can use. Oh yeah, I forgot! I forgot that we had the whole hand ballista solution. Yeah, my aiming is actually not that high. I'll hide behind this. Also, constantly it seems like I can't cock the... Can't cock the actual gun. Maybe if I hold it for too long, it stops. Not sure what's happening there. Pretty sure... No, that doesn't block all of it. Yeah, that's not gonna do what we need it to. Okay, do I have any great shields that I can wield? Because what if I just poise through it? Oh, I have great shields I can wield. We're looking for good guard boost. Eclipse great shield. Looks like it'll just do the job. Okay. Oh! That worked extremely well. Arsenal Charm +1. I mean, look, if it's just going to completely avoid me, that's going to be handy too. I am a little confused. This doesn't seem like so much of a tunnel. Given the whole, I don't know how we could access, possibly even, the other way out of it. Also probably should have picked up those earlier. We're still medium load with this. It's great shield. Also, the Arsenal Charm +1 greatly raises maximum equip load. Not even necessary here for us. I could totally see a world where I want to put the Spelldrake Medallion back on just because there seems to be a lot of magic in this area. The enhancement of jump attacks is not that half bad though. Raises poise as well. That's 3 poise. I'm gonna maintain where we are right now. But I am curious. Where is the path I've missed? Because I must have missed one. I don't know of any other I don't know, maybe I'm incorrect in saying this. I don't think I know of any other catacomb that has the ability to be entered from 2 completely different areas. So it feels like there's still something that needs to happen in there. But I can't tell you for the life of me what it is. And I'm trying to learn a lesson. Specifically, the lesson of don't just stay there forever looking at the same thing. There's other things to look at forever. Right, nothing down on that side either. Oh, how about a midway jump off the top of this? That would actually totally make sense as well. Man, the extra defense on the Eclipse Great Shield. I didn't know it had a specific, like, gain resistance effect, but absolutely does. No, I didn't look! Well, actually, it would explain a little, because obviously we need a bit of height as well. But it would explain a little if there was a secret illusory wall where one of these mines usually is. I don't really see a normal space for them here either. Yeah, alright. Alright, I did want to give it one last go through, but I think we're done here now. Time to go to the ruins outside. I do kind of fear that... There's Bok. I do kind of fear that this whole area is just going to be NPCs, just a bunch of people waiting for me to come and start their quests. I'll go one by one, front of the queue to the back, it's okay. If you're in line, stay in line. Hearing a lot of guttural sounds from that direction. But seeing no origin, knowing there are invisible, unseen assassins in the area, mixing all this information together, that makes a frowny face. I typed those numbers into my calculator and it makes a smiley face. I mean, at some point it had to happen. As we're going into these ruins. There's the first one. I really think if I manage to keep them largely away from one another, fight them individually, that I will be pretty good against these. Like, done. Roll away. I'm gonna change this back to the ballista for a second. Just to give me the ability to get their attention from afar. They really don't like lightning. Well, that worked exceptionally well. I'm doing it again. So they know vaguely where we are right now. And I them. I wonder if I need to get your attention again. Oh! Oh, I just saw what they were vomiting up. It was a bunch of worms. Reminds me a lot of Dark Souls 3, the worms that could get attached to you. I think it was in one of the DLCs. I think it might have been in Frida's DLC, the Painted World. Where their continued attachment to you would just bleed you eventually. No, it's also in the base game as well. Man, it's been a while since I played Dark Souls 3. Oh. I don't think this opening was there yet. I think I might have actually opened this by rolling to try and get away from the previous enemy. Wrath of Gold. So I'll pick up there an incantation called Wrath of Gold. There we are. Superior Erdtree Worship Incantation. It's a larger shockwave, so it's different to rejection. The incantation was discovered when the Elden Ring was shattered, and it was feared as a sign of the Erdtree's wrath. How much does it take to use? 32 faith. Okay, so it takes a bit. Interesting! They are specifically taking double damage directly on the head, or at least double damage, because we were able to kill them in a single strike there. Also, I recognize the difference in the difference in the lightning damage that was done from the ballista shots to each of them earlier. But I chalk that up to one of them having attention, one of them not having attention, something like that. Some distance, not using the auto-aim versus using the auto-aim, that kind of thing. But nope, it's probably just the location. So we've cleared that one pretty happily. The sounds are very close. Why? You need to die. I need to lessen the amount of sounds in the area. Ooh, an old fang? That easily? Okay. I thought old fangs were going to be a lot less renewable than that. Poison bone dart. Time to get back to my border. No one's coming out of the rock to fight me. Ah. Wait, is the honking sound the snails? No! I didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, they have a very, very slow attack. Oftentimes that means, yeah, I'm extremely slow, but if I ever hit you, I am going to destroy you. I think I might be respecting this area more than is required. Because I think I was supposed to come up here a while ago. I didn't want to. Okay, so this ruin, I mean, it's part of the general woodfolk ruins here, I guess. So it's possible there isn't necessarily something hidden here for us. There's not a catacomb in every section of every ruin. It's just in every ruin in general. Got him. I mean, I like that you aren't instantly given the death condition just for getting ever near them. I kind of feared might have ended up being the case. You know, given their health and the fact that they can spread death over an entire area. Yeah, okay, this looks like the end of these. Back on the path. In fact, it might even be a good idea to get back on torrent now. Looks like there's also... yeah, also some tombstones for descending that cliff there down to this area if they wanted to. Ah. I mean, yeah, I'm absolutely going to have to help here, Jarite. Jarite just throwing elemental damage at these? I mean, I can scarcely think of anything better. Look at him go! Oh, Jarite! Yes, correct! Sorry, I mean Jarite. You can get him too? Oh, please do. Bled him out, it looks like. And now you're here to save my behind? You're a god amongst mortals, Jarite. If you could only recognize. Please. Look, I'll help you out on this one. Call it a freebie. And if you ever need to summon me, I'll come running. Jarite, do you want to come and... Jarite? Buddy? I was giving you such praise earlier. Don't let me down. Oh, what a good one. Leads out two of them. I was just going to go through and pick up the items, but... Alright, do you want to finish those off a bit faster? The icon shield. Interesting. What is this throwing? What are you aiming at? Jarite, I've been vouching for you. Frankly, at this point, you need to finish it off for your own pride. There you go. Oh, there's another one! Yeah, okay, finish that one too. There we go. You know what? We're good again, Jarite. Well done. Let's have a look at the Icon Great Shield in just a second. Try to make sure no one's aggressing against me. Okay, Icon Great Shield. Sorry. Just Icon Shield. Great Shield painted with a divine scene. The recipients of a blessed tear from the Erd Tree, sorry. An item that looks back fondly on the Age of Plenty. The divine scene acts in and of itself as a sacred invocation, gradually restoring the carrier's HP. That also reflects a Blessed Dew talisman that we got earlier. It was once thought that the blessed sap of the Erd Tree would drip from its boughs forever, but that age of plenty swiftly came to a close, and with time, the Erd Tree became more an object of faith. This also gradually restoring HP. I think now what I mainly need to do is find a sign of grace in this area. Honestly, probably the bottleneck up here makes the most sense for it. They do usually like to put them in interstitials of like 2 areas. Ooh. An entire dilapidated town for me to explore? You shouldn't have. Ooh. And golden seed. Easily would have missed that with my perimeter checking. Having recently realized the time, I'm just trying to quickly see if there is a pickup I can make around this area. It's looking increasingly thin. Anything up here? Yup. Nope. Oh, I was worried that was going to reset our fall distance and end up killing us there. I feel like there's a site of grace so nearby at all times, but any time I turn around, there we go, pursue one, I lose sight of the nearest one. Like, I'll be 2 feet away from a site of grace and turn around and go, all right, guess I'll check in this next direction. For the moment, though, the road of iniquity side path will be ending our episode. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Elden Ring series playlist up in the top left. YouTube recommendation down below. Streaming past the names of people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/Rhapsody Plays. I'd Republic thank you. And a special thanks this episode to Jazzy. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.